Welcome to Titusville Airport. I wanted to give you a little background on the Titusville Airport. December 24th, 1964, J. Curtis and Captain McKinney donated the land to be used as an airport. This land has been preserved by various groups of volunteers. Airport Authority was formed by the late Bob Snyder, who was our mayor in May of 1988. The manager came to Jim Kuhn and asked him to help him form an airport authority. The authority was voted on by council and began. And we have two people that are still on our airport advisory board that were on the original airport authority in 1988, Jim Kuhn and Mike Podensky. The runway was last resurfaced in an overlay in 1995 with the help of C.J. Teesey, who was our chamber director. The authority built the terminal building in 1995, the maintenance hangar at a later date. The airport has always been taken care of primarily by volunteers, operated until the previous administration no longer understood the value and took over the airport in mid-2019. A new council was appointed in late 2019 and advisory board was appointed in 2020. The Airport Authority had been working on repairing this runway for about 10 years with limited funds and were unable to secure matching funds from the city. When the new council took over in January 2020, there was a runway study possible repair grant in the works. The mayor and council were able to negotiate with the Pennsylvania Board of Aviation and are very grateful for all the cooperation by all. By late spring and early summer of 2020, we were able to secure funding for a complete rebuild and overlay of our runway. At that time, the city was going to pay upwards of $45,000 to $50,000. With the release of COVID funding, the entire project was covered with no match by the city. I'm especially thankful for Jim Kuhn and his 33 plus years of dedicated service and assistance with this project. A shout out to the Pennsylvania Bureau of Aviation Project Manager Matt Johnson and Kimball Engineering Jim Hood, Habecker Construction and local city manager Neil Freitas, our Public Works Director Chris Rufner, and my fellow city council members and all the Airport Advisory Board. I would also like to give a shout out to the many volunteers who help this place on an everyday basis. Lastly, but not least, I retired from 30 years in the FAA in August of 2019. I did not expect to retire and end up on city council or even the mayor. So thanks to my dear wife for putting up with all the meetings and time away to make this project possible. I'd also like to give Jim Kuhn a minute to say something since he's been here for 33 years. So go ahead, Jim.
I guess I will say that this new runway is probably the most important asset that the airport has, and this provides a very important business infrastructure asset for the community, which will help it for many years to come.
And Neil, you want to say anything?
No, just to echo off the mayor, this is a huge asset to the city, and thankful with the council and the mayor that we have that we were able to get this project done at no cost to the city. So, thank you.
So at this time, we'll cut the ribbon, I guess. Here goes the runways open. Thank you very much to all who came.